It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles under the lights on Sunday night.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Good to be in the booth with my partner, Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations, the game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And we're underway here in South Philly. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out, Greg, by the #1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third down and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They go play action with Stafford. Right back to Williams. They connect again. These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Williams. Williams, first down, and he's not done. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Stafford finds Nakua on the slant. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to run it. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That one, taken in, middle of the end zone. Puka Nacua, touchdown, L.A. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
Throwing to begin, it's Hurts. And they're going to get him again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays. Now an injured player on the field, and that's the quarterback, Jalen Hurts, who is shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, Read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
Throw it on third down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
So a fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down following a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
There he goes again.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's second and 2. A pistol snap back to Hurts. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
Here's Hurts. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for an offense to stay in their normal rhythm, and coverage has been tight. Pass rush is getting home. Back-to-back sacks.
Back-to-back sacks back him up. What's going to happen now on 3rd and goal? Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Achilles Witherspoon.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back in Philly in a moment. The motion man is Nakua. 2nd down, it's Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
A 1st down throw for Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Stafford now on 2nd down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
They put Adams in motion. They run on the jet sweep. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's caught by Puka. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nakua hauls it in. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Stafford. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
I don't hate the play call. The best opportunity to throw the ball down this close to the goal line is usually on 1st or 2nd down, Mike. The issue here is the quarterback has to know, if my first read is not open, this ball needs to be thrown out the back of the end zone. You cannot take a sack this close to the goal line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw is Stafford. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up 4th down.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Avery Williams on the return. They get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. First and 10. Now it's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Third and 5. To throw is Hurts. That is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Tennessee. And the Rams are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning. Now a first down throw for Stafford. The catch made by Nakua. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Now, this looks like a design run. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Stafford. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
Again, it's Stafford. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. As they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Stafford to throw again. To the goal line and in. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, Rams.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams move further out in front. It is now 17-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, Barkley has fumbled. The Rams have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Hurts. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. And he will go all the way. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. The kick here is good. Add one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
Hurts working in the pistol. He runs with it.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On play action, Hurts. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the ground, this is Williams. Whoa. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the play fake, here's Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. A gain there of 11. Good for a Rams 1st down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws, lead to big missed opportunities.
Here's a designed run. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that 3rd down play call going, and now after going backwards, it's going to bring up 4th down.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams will extend their 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. They get 25 on that connection. 1st down, Philadelphia.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Man in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. That stop made by Byron Young. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, he's got a man, his tight end, Goddard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
This is a great look here, Mike, when you have a very versatile tight end, the ability to move him around. He's like the ultimate chess piece. In this snap, he's lined up in the slot. His ability to get downfield and use that big body, when you're going against these zone defenses, oftentimes that's the vulnerability of the coverage. The ball was on time, the ball was accurate, and then his big tight end, he just did the rest.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. A pistol snap, back to Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Here's Barkley. He slams it in there, and he is in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Eagles are back within 6. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 10. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Stafford now to throw on 1st down. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Second and 7. On the give, it's Williams. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On the carry, it's Williams. Not much there, maybe a yard. Second down, it's Stafford. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
The Rams punting unit coming out. They'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Hurts to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Hurts. And he'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
To the air again. Hurts. There's that man again. Another catch. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
2nd and a yard. Dotson, the man in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Here in the 4th quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the 4th quarter.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hurts. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now it's Hurts. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. Here's Hurts. Out wide, here's Smith. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And that'll be a pickup of 3. And now we'll get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Williams. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. It's another run here for Williams. And not a whole lot going to come from that one. Only to about the 39. They'll run it with Williams. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll go with Williams. Punt team headed out for the Rams as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now, Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. Now Hurts. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Philadelphia, good night.